This video presents two intense and thought-provoking courtroom moments that show how different situations can lead to very different outcomes. In the first case, a man stands before the judge after admitting to a serious assault charge involving a public servant. Despite personal circumstances shared by his attorney, the court moves forward with a firm decision, handing down a significant prison sentence and warning him about even harsher consequences if he reoffends in the future. In contrast, the second case takes a more compassionate turn. A woman facing possible consequences for violating her supervision is brought before the court, but instead of immediate punishment, attention is given to her personal struggles. Her situation, including health issues and lack of support, plays a key role in the discussion. Rather than sending her back to prison, the court considers a path focused on treatment and recovery, showing that sometimes justice also means offering a second chance. Together, these two cases highlight the balance between accountability and understanding, showing how decisions can vary depending on the circumstances surrounding each individual.
In here, okay? Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case and did you review it with your client?
I believe I have it this time, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ramos, I'm showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand that? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? Are you proceeding with the enhancement allegation?
Yes, we are, Your Honor. And Judge, this is a conflict. It's
Sorry. That's no, my fault. Mr. Ramos, I'm going to show you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of assault of a public servant bodily injury? If the enhancement allegation is proven to be true, that will be a second-degree felony. The range of punishment will be anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to need you to speak up, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I didn't know the text, okay.
Oh, that's okay. All right. Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do believe he does, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I do believe he was, Your Honor.
Mr. Ramos, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yeah.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, you agree that you've been previously convicted of a previous felony. Punishments be assessed at 7 years in the prison. There are no applications. The state will take in consideration 2023 CR 6039 and 712653. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Mr. Ramos, showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
What was that again, ma'am? Sorry.
All right. Did you understand the waiver of appeal paragraph that you signed. This paragraph where your signature is listed. Did you understand it?
No, can you read it again?
I'm sorry, what?
No, can you read it again?
What did he say?
He said, no, I can you read it again?
All right. So, first of all, did you sign this?
Oh, yes.
Did you go over it with your attorney?
Yes.
All right. When you sign this, what you're saying is that you are waiving your right to appeal. And waiving your right to appeal is, in layman's terms, waiving your right to complain about a sentence. Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? Now, the only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. You understand?
Yes.
Did you understand that?
Well, I didn't understand the appeal, no.
Right. Do you understand it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you still wish to continue?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, they have not. But I will just say, Judge, with respect to this, it's the same document, certification of your right of appeal. It's the same thing. Okay. You understand? The judge goes along with you have no right of appeal. I did explain that to you.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
And to the enhancement, how do you plead? True or not true?
Enhancement is a prior conviction.
What do you mean, like the enhancement of?
The prior conviction.
Oh, yeah.
Did you review?
You have to say true or not true. Is it true?
It's not true.
It's not.
All right, so I'm going to read it to you and I want you to answer if it's true or not true, okay? It says, and it is further presented in and to said court that before the commission of the offense alleged above, and when they say offense alleged above, they mean what you're here for now, on the 16th day of July 80, 2010, and cause number 2006 CR 9302 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant was convicted of the felony of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance, felony group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams. So is that true? Were you previously convicted of that felony?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you plead true to that?
Well, yeah, that I went to prison for that, yes.
All right, so is it true or not true?
True.
Okay. State any evidence to support the defendant's plea.
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with all of its attachments.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Mr. Ramos, I'm showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state is going to be presenting their evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attached. Ramos, it appears that you were having a bad day.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you have any mental health issues?
I don't know.
Prior drug issues?
I had an evaluation for DWI.
Okay. All right. The court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 7 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, take in consideration 2023 CR 6039 and County Court Cause number 712653. Counsel, is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ramos, I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Mr. Ramos, do you have any family in Bexar County?
Ma'am?
Do you have any family here?
Yes.
Do you have a support system?
Yeah.
All right.
So yes,
Yes, no. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, counsel. So when you get out of prison, you need to make some changes because otherwise, if you pick up a new offense, your attorney, I'm sure, has probably told you this. I know he probably did. You will be listed as a habitual.
I did tell you that, didn't I?
And if you're listed as a habitual and you pick up a felony, depending on the felony it is, your minimum sentence would be 25 years. How old are you?
34.
All right, at some point, you're going to get to the point where I am, which is I'm in the twilight of my life. You only have about 20 more years before you're in the twilight of your life. Don't let the majority of your time have been spent in prison. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Defense?
Albert Chidas for Ms. Rios.
Are you Nelda Rios?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Nelda Rios who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 11792 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram, on April 19, 2023 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
I do gotta say, I don't remember. I do have a head injury, but
All right. She doesn't remember that she was placed on deferred adjudication. Do you know when she had this head injury? Was it before or after she was
It
placed on
was-
probation?
It was before, Judge, and she did remember earlier when we were talking. It's something that I was talking with the state and with probation about. She does have some deficits. She goes to Center for Healthcare Services for treatment.
All right. So do y'all think she's competent?
She has been, this is the first, she says she doesn't remember being on probation. And we had actually talked about trying to help her because she was homeless. There's some issues that came up. She's on SSI for her head injury, but she lost her ID. And when that happened, she got evicted from housing. So we could work something out with Haven for Hope, get them to help her get her ID temporarily.
So are you all looking to withdraw the motion and alternate main conditions?
Judge, we thought that it would be better to come and have the motion heard, but again, that's up to you.
I think it would be best probably to withdraw and alternate main conditions.
Your Honor, we were looking to maybe getting some evaluations done while she was in custody.
Ah. So what evaluations are we looking at?
The TAP
Mental
and
health.
mental health evaluation.
My only concern is I understand y'all want to do that in custody, but she's telling me she doesn't remember signing conditions or being on probation. She doesn't have a place to stay?
She was living under a bridge when she was arrested.
All right. So here's my question for you. One or two things can happen. You can remain in custody. While in custody, you will be evaluated. We can reset the motion to revoke, and you can be evaluated for the mental health caseload. Would you like to do that?
I already know that that I'm not capable of, that I cannot, like you have to tell me all over again because I didn't understand it.
All right, let's do this. Why don't we see whether or not the mental health court will accept her? I know they only do pretrial diversions, but if nobody's going to object to it, I'm willing to do a motion for new trial. And we can start all over because I see I'm not the person who took this plea. So if you would check with mental health court to see if they'll accept her, because that may be the better placement for her, because I think she's going to need one-on-one care. So if you'll check with mental health court and let them know, and you'll have to let them know that she's currently on deferred adjudication, but I'm willing, if nobody objects, to hear a motion for new trial, grant the motion for new trial, because the key is to get her the mental health treatment. And this is a possession less than a gram case.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. So is everybody on board with that?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset you for 2 weeks. There may not be anything completed in 2 weeks' time because mental health court will have to interview you, but I just don't want to lose track of you in the system. Okay? Do you have any questions?
No,
All right, do you have any family?
I don't. I have that. Sometimes I don't even have money to buy me a meal.
Okay,
I haven't been able to have a bank account with Bank of America, but because I don't have an ID, because when I got arrested, I was in my apartment, and it's a long story. But I had gotten a better criminal trespassing in my apartment, and that's why I got arrested for this case. I'm sorry for it.
oh no,
We came to court and went through all this process, but being out, I don't even have money to buy me something to eat or pay for motel room because of everything I've lost. And I got arrested at the motel. And I know that I have had issues with mental health since I was 10 years old.
okay. All right, so we're going to give you a 2-week reset. And that's just so I won't lose track of you. So now we have a plan. We're going to try to get you in the mental health court and probation. Could you see about the mental health case evaluation while she's in custody, just in case that doesn't work out?
Yes, Sean.
All right, is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 2-week reset on Nelda Rios, please.
As this video comes to a close, it leaves viewers with a powerful and lasting message about consequences, responsibility, and the possibility of change. One situation clearly shows how serious actions can lead to life-altering penalties that cannot be avoided, no matter the personal circumstances or background. It serves as a reminder that certain decisions carry heavy consequences, and once those lines are crossed, the outcome can be difficult to reverse. At the same time, the other case reveals a different side of the system, one that recognizes personal struggles and the need for support instead of immediate punishment. It highlights that not every situation is black and white, and sometimes people need help, guidance, and a second chance to get their lives back on track. Together, these moments emphasize that every choice matters and can shape the direction of a person's future. Whether someone is facing the consequences of their actions or being given an opportunity to rebuild, the path forward depends on what they choose next. In the end, it's a powerful reminder that while actions have consequences, change is always possible for those willing to take it.